Yeah, g'day guys, just following up my Fury fun time video with an ARMS not so fun time video. Not to be too negative, but ARMS feels a lot less intuitive, fun. I still think it will have its place. I don't think that place will be on single target. Again, this will all be my opinion, so you got to take it with a pinch of salt. But same pre-made character, 608 eye level PvP gear, 750 artifact weapon, and my opinion of the artifact tree, the dragon abilities, and your passive. The passive is fine, actually. Passive is better than Fury. AoE Colossus Smash, it's fun. Looks alright. But that's where it ends. These two, I mean, this is Corrupted Blood is just blood buff. So when you pop your battle cry, which remember your recklessness, same thing, battle cry recklessness. It's a shorter, lower cooldown recklessness, and just puts blood buff, a shadowy blood buff for 20% damage. There you go. This one's kind of cool. It's a cleave. So if you hit 3 targets or more, it'll radiate out with a shadowy cleave. Fine. I don't mind the shadowy theme of the weapon, considering the weapon was with that old god looking dude. I forget his name. The Zonos looking son of a bitch. There's his blood's in the weapon. That's kind of cool. But it's just a cleave. Shadowy damage. Awesome. This, really boring. Colossus Smash just means your next Mortal Strike or Execute hits 30% harder and has a higher chance to crit, so a bit of crit, a bit of guaranteed crit, not necessarily guaranteed, but you know, it's going a long way to making sure your Colossus Smashes are more, you know, the focus solely sticks on Colossus Smash in its importance, if you didn't realise it already, how important it was. This is just driving that home. This ability down here means that your next Mortal Strike or Execute is reducing cost after your Colossus Smash, so there's a little bit of synergy. Mind you, nowhere near as interesting as the Fury weapon. The main thing on this tree, I mean, there's a lot of abilities that, you know, crit buff, damage buff to Mortal Strike, crit buff to Execute, damage buff to Slam, damage buff to Colossus Smash, damage buff to Whirlwind. Cleave increases the damage of your Whirlwind. It's a bit of more Rage Pool, Rage and all that sort of stuff. The tree seems quite boring, but it is what it is. I mean, Fury has its boring bits as well, definitely. Might as well state here in the video that I have always historically been a massive ARMS Warrior fan. Always been my preferred spec to play. I feel like it ends now for this expansion. Really annoying that that's the case. Maybe things will change. Maybe when I play it more with gear, I'll change my tune. But at the moment, I prefer Fury a lot more. Which, if you'd ever sort of played with me, that you'd know that's a big deal. So, a bit of Diablo talent here. So that's the tree. The talents, Dauntless is just the rage reduction. You know, Overpower is what it is. Sweeping Strikes is no longer a toggle. Execute and Mortal Strike only cleave, sweeping. This is the same. This is Avatar same. Rend same without the explosion at the end. And Fervor of Battle is your rage generation from AoE. Second Wind, if you can avoid damage for 5 seconds, massive self-healing. Same defensive stance, locks you in defensive stance for 10 seconds to reduce damage. But also reduces the damage you deal. It used to be 25% reduction in damage you deal, now it's only 10%, but you are locked in for 10 seconds. You can't toggle it out, you can't click it off. You're stuck. So 10 seconds, sacrifice. Anyway. Bladestorm, yep, we all know what that is. Mortal combo, it's just a double Mortal Strike, has 2 charges. Maybe there's somewhere where this will fit. I don't see ARMS Warriors not taking Bladestorm at the current level of damage it does. and how it fits in the rotation, how it fits in the game. In for the kill, PvP I assume. I mean, in fights where ads are dying, you can use this to generate rage, to do damage perhaps on a main target. Fine for an execute phase, I guess. But largely I'm not sure about it. Focus rage, anyone who played back, I don't know if it was at the start of MOP, start of Kata, there was an ability that Heroic Strike, which is off the GCD, this is also off the GCD. It stacks up, and then your next overpower, I think it was, did a huge ton of damage based on how many buffs you had, how many stacks you had. Don't know if it was Mortal Strike or overpower, but same thing. Off the GCD. Doesn't do damage whilst just stacking it up though, which is a bit sad. Trauma, it's an ignite style stacking dot that's 10-second dot, so once you're stacking it for longer than 10 seconds, the original dot will start falling off, so it'll hit a plateau where, fair enough, you're still stacking it, but the 10-second duration dots are starting to fall off. It's about 11,000 damage at my gear level. Titanic Might, the glyph that no one took, turned into a talent that probably no one will take. This will probably be fine for AoE. Not AoE, sorry, cleave, sustain cleave. 2-target, 3-target cleave. Perhaps it will sim quite well. I don't really like it, but maybe it'll be fun to use. Bit of dot tracker, cool. Anger management, opportunity strikes, and Ravager. Ravager and anger management are the same as they've always been. This has lost its parry chance, but whatever. Opportunity strikes, the old sword spec, but it's based on the target's health. At 100% it does nothing. As the target's health drops, the chance for this to proc increases. I'm not sure of the exact levels, but as a target takes damage, the lower they are, the more this procs. Up to 60% chance. Yeah, none of this is really exciting. I mean, Fury Warriors get an ability that execute gives you free rampages. For God's sakes. Where's anything that fun in here? It's not. It's so bad. Focus Rage could be good. And maybe there is somewhere where it will work, but at the moment, because it's so rage intensive, it's just sad. People will comment a lot about this. You probably hear it about people saying like rage positive, rage negative, rage neutral. This is largely a rage negative. Most of the rotations that are fun will be rage negative, meaning that you will inevitably, with bad RNG, run out of rage. Because if you're not getting your Colossus Smash resets, you're not taking advantage of precise strikes, getting cheaper mortal strikes, cheaper executes. So you are having to spend full rage cost abilities, and it's too expensive. If you take Dauntless, that's fine. You should be fine with your rotation, and the fact that Exploit the Weakness gives a 6% extra chance for Colossus Smash to reset on Slam, you'll favour Slam, and whether or not you take Dauntless, you may have to drop Mortal Strike completely out of your rotation unless it's in the Colossus Smash window, unless you're using it for burst. So it's a lot of slam. I look Colossus Smash now. I'll use my harder hitting abilities because they're going to be cheaper. But once the Colossus Smash window is over, I'm back to slam spamming and hoping for resets to get cheaper abilities, to Circle of Life. But this is what you'll be doing. So here's a bit of an open, and now I've got nothing, so I'm spamming slam. Now, normally I'd use Mortal Strike, but I worry that I'll run out of rage. Mortal Strike can reset Colossus Smash, so don't instantly refresh Colossus Smash. I don't think you will be wanting to, because you want to take advantage of the cheap Mortal Strike or one cheap execute. After that, if you're getting lots of resets, it's probably within your interest to reset it because you don't want to waste a reset, because it's going to be a rage. It's going to be at the cost of rage. So we're slamming away. We get some resets. We throw some damage in. So as you can see, it's not that bad if you take Dauntless and no other abilities. And you can see how mundane and boring this is going to be, playing this spec like this. But hey, at least you've got tons of rage. Something that you will not get used to. So that's that. Now, take overpower instead. Let's get out of combat. Take overpower instead. Now everything starts to cost more damage, costs more rage, but at least you've got an overpower. So you'll still be spamming slam. You know, I'm going to lose a charge of Mortal Strike, so I'll gamble and I'll throw it in. It's going to happen again. I'll gamble, I'll throw it in. There we go. Colossus Smash. Mortal Strike. Mortal Strike. Oh, overpower. That was nice. Wow, didn't crit. 60% extra chance to crit on Colossus, on overpower. Wow, didn't crit again. I'm slightly disgusted. There you go. Not getting resets, and look at the rage. Goodbye, rage. Probably should take overpower the rotation at that stage. So this is where it really starts to frustrate you, because you can't continue the rotation because rage is such a concern. There's the artifact ability to get Colossus Smash up. You can always do the old shard leap. Oops, charge. If I face the right way. And in a fight there'll be plenty of target switching anyway going on, so you would hope that rage will be better in a real world scenario. But you know, there you go. That's what it is with that. You can see RNG, rage, already becoming a problem with this spec. Now, add Blade Storm to the rotation, lose your mortal combo, but now you've got sort of a get out of jail thing with if you're running low on rage. So I'll inevitably hit a problem with rage, no doubt. Say you're running out. See, now it's giving me tons of resets, as if to laugh at me. But if I was bottoming out badly, then you could always pop Blade Storm to basically get a much larger rage bar, because you keep auto attacking while you Blade Storm. So you know, this is fine. You could always run a cancel or a macro if you hit a certain amount, and you're like, okay, let's go back to hitting stuff. But it just means that every minute, or 45 seconds, whatever Blade Storm is, 1 minute, you've got a way to generate some rage, which is good. It's a bit of insurance in this spec. Let's throw an execute to bottom us out of rage. But that's, you know, that's that. Now I'm gonna go back to Dauntless, because you got to focus rage. So focus rage stacks to 3 times, tells you how much more damage you're gonna do, and then when you throw your next Mortal Strike, obviously it's hitting 30% harder from your Colossus Smash. It'll hit a ton harder, like that, 860k with this gear. trying to keep the buff up is largely annoying. And when it's at 3 stacks, it still takes rage off you, which I wish it wouldn't. So if I get to 3 stacks, for example, and I keep pushing it, it keeps costing me rage, even though it's not doing anything. I mean, I know you shouldn't be pushing it, but, you know, I'm a bit spammy when I play. And then weak auras will be back, so I'll be able to track it better. But there's no way that this is sustainable. Now I'm really low on rage. And that son of a bitch just disappeared. I was going to throw him out, execute. But like I said, I imagine with that type of play, you'll go anger management. Perhaps you'll go overpower and all that sort of stuff, and you'll try and sync it up with your battle cry every reset you get. So because it'll be resetting quicker through anger management, you'll get burst windows of like really big damage. It's not fun, but perhaps that's how it'll play out. Trauma we already talked about. Opportunity strikes. It's a passive, you know, it is what it is. But the way this spec plays, I think it's best, is when you start taking the AoE talents. So you'll probably go anger management, Titanic Might, Fervor of Battle. Whether you'll take that or you'll take Avatar, I don't really think you need Fervor of Battle for AoE. Avatar is probably the better choice. Blade Storm, Titanic Might, here you go, all of this stuff. And then if we scoot, and Sweeping Strikes, and then if we scoot to Stormwind, you can see an AoE rotation. So that's what I'll do now, I'll just quickly fuck off the Stormwind. Alright, so we're in Stormwind. I just wanted to show you the cleave ability off the artifact weapon. There it is. Bit of a shadowy boom cleave. A cleave has a cooldown, so you can't just spam it. But it's pretty cool if you knock out the artifact ability. Cleave, boom. Pretty cool. But this is how I imagine you'll play arms. Combat. Is there a way that you can always see the... Who knows? I'd like nameplates on all the time. Larger nameplate. Oh, I show nameplates. Thank you. Nice one. So we've spec'd, yeah, like I said, Sweeping Strike, so if you get in the right spot, it should Mortal Strike cleave over here, or not. God, I'm bloody close enough now, surely. There you go, so it'll cleave Mortal Strike. Let's just use a more Colossus Smash. Whirlwind will now have a chance to reset. You would have thought, there you go. And because we've taken this, it's going to theoretically reset, but not today. You can get it on all three like that. You can obviously end the world by Battlecry Blade Storming. You'll be Mortal Striking, Cleaving, Whirlwinding, having a ton of rage. A ton of fun, really. Mortal Strike to cleave it, assuming the targets were closer. Chuck another Colossus Smash up, cleave, Whirlwind, Mortal Strike, all the good stuff. Cleave again, Whirlwind, and this is where I think where arms will do quite well, if you're getting your resets too, rage shouldn't be a drama. I mean, you can still take Fervor of Battle, which I'll just get out of combat. You can get rid of Avatar and go Fervor of Battle, which Avatar's on cooldown for a little bit, and you'll gain more rage. You get 2 rage for every target you hit, which is fine. It's not bad, and it helped. But come on, you'll lose that punch on your Bladestorm, which is ridiculous. Bladestorm hits so hard for arms. But you'll still be able to do this. You'll still be able to cleave your everything. Get your cheaper Mortal Strikes. Still be whirlwinding away. Put your Colossus Smash up on extra targets. See, you can watch your dots now. Which, I mean, the only dot you're going to be tracking is your Colossus Smash. But this is how it'll play. And it should be pretty powerful. And I think it'll be quite fun to play like this. Hopefully. And I mean, I haven't got weak aura, so tracking everything here is quite interesting. Coming out of this, you can do that. Hit you pull up the Mac. Yeah, you Mortal Strike. Throw your Colossus Smash back on. You know what I mean? So I think it will be fun to play like this. You know, you're not putting slam into the rotation. You can forget about the bloody, you know, the old slam spam. And it's not bad. But that's arms spec. Like I said, nowhere near as fun as Fury. And at this stage of the game, I'm still looking to play things that are fun. I'm not as fast with numbers at this stage. I'm just hoping that everything stays. Oh, sorry, everything is fun to play. You know, if there's something in arms that's fun to play, then you'll take arms for certain fights. If there's parts of Fury that are fun to play, you'll take Fury for some fights. But if neither of them are fun, we're kind of fucked then, aren't we? But there you go. That's it. That's all I've really observed with arms. I haven't put anywhere near as much time into arms as I have as Fury because for fun purposes and leveling purposes. Fury's quite difficult to kill because of all the self-healing Fury has. Arms runs into problems a lot. There's a lot of kiting, there's a lot of hamstring and then kiting to get second wind. And obviously your Victory Rush, you're getting a lot because when you kill mobs you got to heal back up with Victory Rush. But yeah, I still consider arms to be a AoE cleave spec, Fury to be the dominant single target spec. It's not to say you can't play the other ones for the same, for both other purposes, but from a fun mechanics point of view, I feel like Arms suits AoE better. It's more fun, I guess. Fury is a lot more fun, single target, just because of Rampage and you know, Rage goes up, Rage goes down, Rage goes up, Rage goes down. It's very it makes a lot of sense that way. Arms can work fine on a single target. Rage will be your limiting factor, but I guess it should be. But it's certainly not fun. And fun is what it's all about. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Take it easy.